Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UMass Minutemen, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
On the move. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. And back to the air on second down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The big fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UMass.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a...
The offense set for a first down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking for a crease. It's Flynn. At the 45 on its way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Cricket. Rolling.
The give to the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got...
Going over the top. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back. The UMass offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Flynn. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the missed field goal... The Minutemen going back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Makes the catch. It's quick. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Flynn. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it.
The second down pass, complete to the wideout. Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, UMass.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Flynn. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's quick. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking for room. It's Flynn. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He has 89 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Might as well stick with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Number 26.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. UMass will line up to punt it away.
Number 13. On to punt it away.
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. This is... They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands. It's quick. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
And first down for the offense.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught near the sideline, it's Turner.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Feeling some heat. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? 2nd and 10 here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3. The UMass offense returns to the field. On the run, it's Flynn. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. He now has 110 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. He'll run it again. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Third down after the run. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
If they come up short, it's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short cover.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a
and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and
he's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in They were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game.
And the ball squirted out. The defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal.
Check, check.
They'll go to the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Spire.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these kids.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UMass. And the route is on. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.